Hello everyone, today we are continuing playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, and today we are... I think we will complete the chapter 10 and go through chapter 11, and I'm just thinking about we have to change it for that guy. Because we have two more attack, as I'm thinking, and that means we should get more gear, and then we will continue with the plot. And yeah, about Nanba we could buy. Okay. And that's just so no real armor, yeah. Yep. Yes. Let's find out.
You may enter.
Your blessing.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk.
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. The ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Ijincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Makes sense.
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
So final boss will be Aoki.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
God.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane.
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats, minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogi Kubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the house, but not to me.
Appoint me to party chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogi Kubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
Shit, that's a farce.
Aoki's scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. And it had to be Masato Arakawa.
Should be.
Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew?
Is we have to use the light and the text will be revealed?
How it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Why?
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then,
Oh.
what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know
Arakawa-
that he means business. He wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Playing to betray his
Chairman.
own son?
How exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower.
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Okay, that was interesting. Nothing. Wait a little bit. Let's try to at least once summon at least once a month here.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I guess.
Nice to see you.
What?
Nice to see you.
Strange way to doing this, but okay. Nothing. Already nothing. Oh, shit. For real? Could we leave? Like leave and maybe wait 1, 2, 3 fights, and then we could do all.
Listen,
I unlock each of them.
Okay. Hmm?
Which one, Chief? Arakawa Chief or this last old man? For sure.
huh?
Yo.
Hey,
Interesting one, but yeah.
Hey, Namba. Anything gone down yet with that legend malt?
Well, I've been watching the counter like a hawk, but the bartender wasn't kidding when he said nobody comes here.
Yeah, he did say this was more of a hobby for him.
That's exactly it. The only people coming in are our friends like Adachi and Sachan, which means that legend malt is probably just gonna sit behind the counter for the rest of our lives. I was worried over nothing. I feel better already.
And you just
Well, I
stole
don't
the
know if you
one
should be that
fucking
relaxed
bottle of
about
that.
it. It's not like he'd carry something he was never gonna sell.
Welcome.
What a lovely little establishment you have.
Your first time in, sir?
It is.
See? He does get actual customers.
First time I've seen a first-timer.
I've heard some rumors about this place from some good sources.
Oh, yeah? Rumors about what?
That you carry the fabled whiskey known as the Legend Malt.
Well, then the rumors are true.
Pour me a glass, then, bartender. If anyone can appreciate such a thing, it's me.
Ichiban, what now?
What can we do? We gotta apologize before it's too late.
But I'm too broke to apologize.
Forget about the money. You'll be in even deeper shit if he drinks that.
I really must apologize, but my Legend Malt isn't for sale.
Why would that be? Is it reserved for your regulars?
Not exactly. I just don't think you're fit to order it.
Excuse me. You say this knowing I'm the editor-in-chief of Good Dandy?
He's from Good Dandy? No way.
What the hell is that?
It's a rich man's magazine
somebody who-
full of nice cars and swanky restaurants.
Well, that's terribly unfortunate. For you, if you had even a modicum of customer service, I'd have written you an absolutely dazzling review.
Put me in your magazine or don't. That's your call to make.
Believe you me, I'll be giving you the front page. Everyone's going to know about the snob running this backwater hole.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
your idea of a quarrel, sir?
Perhaps, but was it not you who flung the first stone?
Fine. You backed me into a corner here. The Legend Malt on that shelf is something I ordered for a very special customer. I don't intend to offer it to anyone but her.
And what makes her so special?
The fact that she stole my heart.
Tough.
That bottle was to be a symbol of my affection. Time and time again, she would tell me how she dreamt of being able to try it. So I took it upon myself to indulge her, and waited for her to arrive. But for as long as I waited, she never came through the door. 6 months went by. Then a year. Until I finally got word that she had been in a car accident. She was taken from me. In some ways, that Legend Malt is the only thing I have left of her.
Oh.
Given that, are you still going to insist I pour it?
I have walked through the doors of many a bar in my time, but I've never met a bartender with a tale like that. That quiet strength. The very essence of Good Dandy magazine.
And it even touched a heart with such
He didn't
nice
even get
words.
to take a whiff of the bottle. And now he never will. I guess that settles it.
Yeah, but now it's even bigger than we thought. We gotta do the honest thing and come clean.
Why?
Didn't you hear that story? The Legend Malt's a treasure of his lost love.
I know, but I'll never be able to replace it on pocket change.
You will.
Don't sweat it too hard. I'm sure the bartender knows your situation. I bet he'd even let you pay it back over time.
You think so?
Yeah. Make it around 10 or even 5K a month. Whatever works for you.
Yeah. I can definitely make 5 grand work. But won't that still take forever to pay off?
Just pay more whenever you make more. You gotta make it a priority. As long as you're flexible and responsible, you'll be debt-free eventually.
You're right. Thanks for helping me sort through that.
Anyway, let's go come clean to the bartender.
What a jackass. He swallowed that story hook, line, and sinker.
Come again?
That long-lost love of mine? She never even existed.
Then why wouldn't you pour him the Legend Malt?
And back when I opened the place, I figured I'd need some high-end stuff behind the counter to draw in the big spenders. So I picked up an empty bottle of Legend Malt and filled it with bargain barrel whiskey.
And this barrel of very high cost whiskey is we with the Adachi drinking, then pouring with some more cheaper whiskey, then we drinking in with Nanba, and then we get even more cheaper whiskey and pour it again. Shit.
Purely for show. Nobody actually orders anything that expensive. But every once in a while, a dimwit like him waltzes in. So I give them the same old sob story, and they scatter like roaches.
Wait, so Namba, that means what you drank was...
Bottom shelf swill.
You gotta be shitting me!
Hey, what the hell's so funny?
You gotta hear this! Guess what Namba did?
Come on, don't say it. Don't you dare. Sir, you can ignore this, Joker.
I don't understand you people.
Guess it
No,
was the
he
look of that bottle
definitely
that got me
is.
thinking it was real. That ever happened to you? Where the taste is all in your head?
Hey, just be grateful you don't have to worry anymore.
I still have to worry about people finding out. Ichiban, you wouldn't tell Adachi or Sachan about this, would you? You can't.
Don't worry, man. I wouldn't rat you out like that.
So, you'll keep it a secret.
Yeah, but you have to buy me a drink. Bargain barrel whiskey, okay?
Sure. It's a deal.
Okay. That's better. He wouldn't be a chief, but it's still okay. Sorry, what? It isn't for girl. Oh, wait, are you wanna say if I get that? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Shit. One more. Yeah. That's what I want. Now that's as good. But firstly, we talk with her.
Right.
I think we could improve the
Yeah,
bond
okay.
just
Thanks for
from
letting me know.
fights. Hmm.
What's up, Sachan? Looking kinda down there.
Oh, Ichiban.
Something happened on the phone?
Just more Nanoha drama. I'm starting to get all too clear a picture of that jerk she's dating.
Oh yeah, Katsuragawa, right? The consulting guy, or whatever.
The girls from the club looked into him. They saw him with Nanoha on a date. Look at this picture they took.
And that's Nanoha and Katsuragawa?
Yeah. Doesn't he look shady as hell? What is she thinking?
Hey, I get what you're saying, but you can't judge someone just from the way they look.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
for sure.
take a look at this picture then. See the guy in the background with the sunglasses? His name's Yamashita, and he's like the bodyguard in Katsuragawa's creepy little posse.
Bringing a bodyguard on a date? Yeah, that's definitely out of the ordinary.
You think? And to make matters worse, the girls told me the conversation he had with Nanoha. It was 100% bad news. I'm sure Katsuragawa has it in for her.
What do you mean? What did you girls hear?
Katsuragawa's consulting firm isn't doing so hot right now, so he wants to borrow money from
Oh
Nanoha.
shit.
How much?
2 million.
He decided a date was a good time to ask for a huge loan? I think even I've got more
Stupid
game
guy.
than this guy. But anyway, Nanoha said no, right? I mean, she needs that money to support her dad.
Actually, when my dad switched facilities, Nanoha found out she had a little more spending money. Apparently, she's already lent him 500,000, and now he's asking for 2 million more.
Seriously? Good. Even if Nanoha has that much to spare, she should be saving it for her future.
And Katsuragawa knows that. But somehow he found out Nanoha used to work at Otohime Land.
He did?
So he asked her to go back and start making bank again.
What?
And this is the guy who didn't even bother to help her when she was in trouble. In fact, I think he basically stopped calling her right after Dad started to need round-the-clock care. But now that that's dealt with, and Katsuragawa knows about Nanoha's stint at the Soapland, he's trying to schmooze his way back in.
What
I
the
mean,
fuck was
Nanoha's
that?
not an idiot.
With
She can
him?
always just change the subject whenever he asks for money, can't she?
Don't you remember how she wanted to go out with him way back when I first said no? She was head over heels for him back then. I don't know how she feels now, but it sounded like she held off on saying yes or no, but I'm afraid she might actually go back to the Soapland.
You
Shit.
think so? Damn, this guy's a piece of work.
Oh shit,
If he
yeah.
really does roll with a biker gang, it must be as the shit stuck on their tires. What other kind of guy would be pushing his girlfriend to work at a Soapland? To cover for his failures?
So you're having the exact same thoughts as me. Nice to know I'm not crazy.
Crazy? Sachan, even if he wasn't such a bastard, Nanoha could still do better. We gotta get him away
For
from
sure.
her, before she gets scammed and hung out to dry.
But Nanoha never listens to me. She's not about to start now.
Maybe
Well,
trying to
she
do
won't
like
listen
that.
to you. Maybe she'll listen to me.
What? You?
Why not?
Yes?
We both used to work at Otohime Land, so it's not like we're complete strangers. But yeah,
What the
just leave it
look
to
was
me.
like.
She and Katsuragawa are history.
Well, wait a second. If you go meet up with her, don't you think she's gonna wonder how you know about Katsuragawa?
I'll just say Saiko told me.
No, you can't tell her that you and I know each other.
Huh?
Think about it from Nanoha's perspective. She'll say to herself, if Saiko knows about this, then she must know about the Soapland. Don't you see?
Guess you have a point there. My bad.
It's okay. I can tell how much you care about this, and I really appreciate it. I don't know what good it will do, but
But it doesn't resolve fucking problem. It's just worse. And we have to make actions.
I'll give her a call. Never hurts to try.
All right. Good luck.
Sorry to make you listen to all my family drama, Ichiban.
Not a
That's
problem.
no problem. I care about Nanoha too. She's my ex-coworker after all.
Still, thanks.
We should get a little bit more passion. And maybe, just maybe,
No way is this over.
we get
Wonder
better
what'll happen.
buff.
Look at me. I'm just as nosy as Sachan.
Maybe that's what I call a laugh. It could be, isn't it? Yeah, more experiments from here. Let's try to do this.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I must say this place is quite comfortable.
Yeah.
Ain't it? Also, seriously, man. How's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're as handsome as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
Yo, for real? Hey, now you're speaking my language, man.
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sunghui speaks highly of you as well. I dare say it makes me jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
It's only been 3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
Oh,
Long
shit.
enough.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia. I was their leader's body double.
Body double?
Hmm.
You mean like a decoy? Just
And damn, he's not been a double. He's been the original one. For real. And another one man was being a double.
like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery.
Shit.
But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Well, isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
Yeah,
I was
no.
in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s, long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great number of them. Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning. In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Then, you were born here, in Japan.
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either. My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? If you're slimes who run away, the reason they chase you is because you're worth tons of experience.
I get it. You're into video games, aren't you, Kasuga?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
played
sure.
a lot as a kid.
Well, you might be surprised to learn I am too. We should talk shop sometime.
Hell yeah!
It looks interesting.
So, what happened to the straight Jingon after that?
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
Could be.
So, what happened to the Jingon's big all-out attack?
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today. I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever
neither.
happened to the real Jungi Han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi Han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Nah,
He's the real one. I get it.
you got me there.
Farewell.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep drinking with him.
Yep. More experience. Okay. And what about a Dutch?
Dachi-san, what's up with the suit?
Oh, don't you remember? We're doing that out-of-court settlement.
Oh, yeah, Takashi-kun scraped that guy's bumper. And he demanded Takashi-kun pay him 1,000,000 yen, so you decided to meet with the guy.
Hoping it's just a damn con man.
Wearing a suit to the settlement, huh? You really care about this kid, Adachi-san.
Well, there's one more reason I was thinking I should look sharp today. You know how I sent a letter to Takashi asking for the contact info of the car owner? Takashi wrote back and said he wanted to be there when I meet the guy. Guess he finally wants to see his daddy longlegs in person. After 20 years of being sent money and all. You know, that whole time I came up with excuses to never meet Takashi. I just sent him letters.
So Takashi-kun's gonna meet Yamada-san for the first time today?
Yeah. I figured the least I could do is look the way a big shot should.
Except, even though it is a suit, it's pretty plain for a rich guy, ain't it?
Oh, give me a break, man. This is all I had. Anyway, I explained what's gonna go down here to the staff, so we're good on that front. Only thing left for me to ask is if you're willing to stay and back me up, Kasuga.
Okay.
Why me?
Well, a real daddy longlegs would have a lackey with him, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, don't make me deal with this asshole and the kid all by myself. Please, man.
Fine. But when you interviewed Takashi 20 years ago, it was in person, right? What if he remembers your face?
He was 5 years old at the time. No way he would remember me. Especially now that I probably look like his damn grandpa.
Here's hoping.
Excuse me, is Yamada-san here?
Are you Takashi?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Look at you, all grown up.
What?
Oh, no. It's just, I still imagine you the way I did when we first
That's
started
a,
writing each other
that's a
20 years
creepy
ago.
talk.
I'm Yamada.
We finally meet Yamada-san. Thank you so much for supporting me all this time.
Oh, I just enjoy lending a hand to promising kids like you. That's what a philanthropist does.
So, why are we meeting here? What is this place?
No, it's a bar I run as a hobby. I'm a big jazz guy.
So you're also a patron of the arts. Amazing. And who are you?
Hmm. 1 second. I really have to get that one. Yep. Just like I think.
I'm just one of Yamada-san's lackeys.
Lackeys?
Yeah, you know, I follow him around.
You... Is that a job?
Yeah, of course it is. A guy needs an entourage, right?
He misspoke. Everyone knows businessmen don't have lackeys. He's my secretary. My joke-loving secretary.
Oh, okay. Definitely an interesting guy.
Thanks. Nice to meet you. Now, Takashi-kun, where's the owner of this car you scraped?
His name is Hasegawa-san. He should be here soon. Oh, there he is.
Asking me to come all the way out here to a dive like this? All I can say is you better have my money.
There's a few things I'd like to ask you first, Hasegawa-san.
Oh, you must be Daddy Longlegs. What do you want?
Why are you demanding 1 million for a scratch bumper?
Because this is no ordinary car.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know much about cars, but it looked pretty ordinary to me.
It may look like a typical sedan, but it's actually a top-of-the-line British luxury car. And now I have to send it back to England for repairs.
Right. Mind telling us how the accident went down?
Well, I was just sitting there, waiting for the signal, and this kid here, barely paying attention to what he's doing, of course, just pulls up right next to me on his bike. That's when his pedals scraped up against my bumper.
Takashi-kun, does all of that sound right to you?
I guess. It didn't feel like I hit anything. I mean, I felt the hem of my pants sliding along something, but...
Ha! I wish it'd been the hem of your pants! When I heard the scraping sound, I looked over just in time to see your pedal gouging the hell out of my paint job!
Really? Well, that's funny.
What is?
If it was a regular sedan, all you'd be able to see from the driver's seat would be the hood. No way you'd see the bumper down below.
Oh, in my car, you can see it. Steering wheel's on the left, you know. Obviously, don't know much about foreign luxury cars.
On the left, huh? That's even funnier. Didn't you say the car was from England? Did you know British and Japanese cars both have the wheel on the right?
You might want to come clean before you dig yourself a deeper hole. I say the mark on the bumper was already there, and the car's about as British as me.
So what'll it be? Admit you were trying to pull a fast one and we'll let you go. But if you decide you want to keep bitching over nothing, then my secretary here will have to intervene.
By the way, I'm not just Yamada-sama's secretary. I'm also his bodyguard.
Fuck!
So, it really was all a
Fucking
scam.
And a shitty one at that.
Wait, Yamada-san, did you know it was a scam from the start?
More or less. 1 million ain't much to a guy like me, of course, but us rich folks don't like our money going to criminals. We gotta do our part, you know?
Wow, rich people are so cool.
That we are. So,
More
how
cringe.
about that bar exam, Takashi? Think you'll pass this year?
Well, actually, I found out I didn't.
Oh. That's a shame.
Fuck.
But you know, the average age of the people who do pass is 29. So I figure as long as I pass it by then, I'm good.
But he doesn't have so much money.
Isn't that, 4 years from now?
Yeah, and when I do become a lawyer, you'll be the first to know, Yamada-san.
Ah, looking forward to it.
Thanks. I have some studying to do today, so I'm gonna get going.
Hang in there. 4 more years of sending money. Oh, man, that's gonna be tough.
He could try to pass the exam like each year, not just only after 4 years, you know? Maybe, just maybe, he could pass through this.
Here's hoping it only takes 4 years.
Wait, what do you mean?
If he's getting caught up in a simple scam like this, how's he supposed to understand the finer points of law?
Hey now, don't be like that. No, he's just too honest, is all. And who knows, maybe he'll pass next year.
I sure hope so.
Well, either way, at least he bought my rich guy act.
Yeah, well, we can thank my little performance for that.
Your performance? I was the one with the starring role. If there... You know what? Whatever, man. Let's just celebrate the fact that we pulled it off.
Yeah, with the cheapest drinks money can buy.
But we already have a little bit of money. Why we couldn't just...